This exercise is an alternate arm and leg raise on a Swiss ball. You'll choose a ball that is comfortable for you to lie across and still comfortably have your feet and hands in contact with the mat. So we'll have our head in line with our bodies, both feet and hands on the mat. You'll extend now your right arm and your left leg, and then lower those limbs back down and lift the other side up. So a continuous movement from one side to the other, lifting alternate arm and leg, and then to the other side. The aim here is to keep the ball and your body as still as possible and just move your limbs. There we have an alternate arm and leg raise on the Swiss ball. This exercise is a bridge on a Swiss ball. You'll start sitting on the ball and then roll yourself out until your head and shoulders are in contact with the ball. Keeping your hips nice and high, arms across your body. We're just going to maintain that position for at least 10 seconds, but up to 30 seconds. If you find any lower back pain, just lower your hips slightly and that should reduce that pain. If there's still pain, then come out of the exercise. So there we have a bridge on a Swiss ball. This exercise is a bridge with a leg extension on a Swiss ball. You'll start sitting on the ball and roll yourself out, walking the feet out, until your head and shoulders are in contact with the ball. You'll keep your hips up so that we've got a straight line from your head to your knees. And once you've established that position, extend one leg directly forward, keeping your knees together, just straightening your leg. And then lower that leg and extend the other leg. Ideally, you'll hold each leg up for a few seconds and then lower, repeating on the other side. You can have your hands either on your hips or across your body, whichever you prefer. There we have our bridge with leg extension. This is a plank position on a Swiss ball now. You'll start with your forearms on the Swiss ball and your feet on the floor. We're trying to create a straight line from the back of your heels up to your head. If you can extend your shoulder and elbow a little to get a little bit higher, that will make the exercise a bit more difficult. Also, if you push the ball out a little bit further, once again, the exercise will be a little bit more difficult. Ideally, we're looking to hold this position for 30 seconds, but if you can just hold for 5 or 10 seconds to begin with, that is fine. And then come out of the exercise, just lower your knees to the mat, and there we have the Swiss ball plank. This is a Swiss ball rollout exercise. You'll start with your hands fairly low down on the ball and knees on the floor. You'll slowly roll the ball out as you extend your arms and lower your hips, ensuring that your hips don't go too low. So we're creating a straight line from the head to the knees, and then pull back in and then slowly push back out. The movement is continuous and controlled, trying to get as much stretch as you can through the arms. The further you stretch out, the more stress you'll feel in the core area of your body. There we have a Swiss ball rollout. Okay, this is toe taps on a Swiss ball. We'll start kneeling behind the ball, then roll over the ball, walking out onto your hands until your shins are in contact with the ball. Now we're going to maintain that posture, that is, straight line from the back of your head to your heels, keeping your core engaged. Then take one foot from the ball and tap it on the side of the ball. So we're lightly tapping your toe to the floor beside the ball, whilst keeping the ball and your body as still as possible. If you want to make the exercise a little bit harder, you can walk out a bit further so that your toes only are in contact with the ball, and then once again tapping the toe to the floor each side of the ball. You just walk out as far as you can to maintain that stability whilst doing the exercise. As you progress, you'll be able to walk out further. There we have toe taps on the Swiss ball.